So this video is going to show you how to use xAPITester to observe what's going on in SmartSDR or any similar client. So here I've started xAPITester. I've not connected to my radio yet. I'm going to go off to the side here to my Windows PC, which unfortunately you can't see, and I'm going to start SmartSDR. You might be able to hear WWV wailing away in the background there. Now I'm going to connect to that same PC, or to that same radio. And you can see that this radio has this pan adapter at 15 megahertz. It has a waterfall. It has one slice with these settings. It also has a DAX TX audio stream because the DAX control panel is running and that gets started automatically. Down here, of course, you can see all the status messages and the commands and so forth that went back and forth when this connection was established and when things happen in SmartSDR. So again, I'm going to take my mouse off to the side here and I'm going to open another slice in SmartSDR. And when I do, you can see here that that slice shows up. If I go back to there and I create a TNF, you can see the TNF shows up. If I go remove that TNF, if I can get my mouse on it, you'll see the TNF will go away. So basically you're watching what's happening in SmartSDR. Now to make this a little simpler, I'm going to close SmartSDR, and as you can see, things have closed up, all sorts of messages arrived telling you what was going on. I'm still connected to the radio, but the radio is not doing anything. So I'm going to start an app that I've written called xSDR 6000. It should look somewhat familiar, and you can see WWV clicking away up here, and again we have a very similar screen. If I create a slice, that slice appears. If I create a TNF, that TNF appears. If I remove that TNF goes away. If I do something like change the audio level, you can see the messages that are changing the audio level. If I change the pan setting, you can see the pan setting changing. If I change the AGC level, you can see that changing. If I go over here and change this from synchronous AM to, say, upper sideband, you can see all that changing. So basically you can run the two of these together and watch what happens. Watch all the commands that go back and forth, all the sequences and responses. You can watch the status of what's going on. If you notice, I have meters excluded, so if I get rid of that, all of a sudden you can see there are a lot of meters involved. So basically this is a tool for understanding and or debugging the Flex 6000 API. It's been very helpful to me in writing this client that's something like SmartSDR, and I think it would be very helpful to pretty much anyone else who's trying to do something similar. So that's the point I wanted to get across. There's lots more that can be done, but I think you get the idea. Thank you very much for watching. You can find all this code on my GitHub page, Doug PA, capital D, lowercase OUG, capital PA. This is xSDR 6000. This tool down here is xAPITester, and they're both built on top of my library that provides the functionality that FlexLib provides, and I call my library xLib 6000. Thanks for watching. Hope you're interested. Hope you'll go give something like this a try.